Yeah, you already know what the topic of the day is, Jameis Winston. So we might as well pop it off.
Ooh.
How y'all feel about this shit, dog? I feel like it's a solid move. I feel like he's the best backup quarterback on the market available. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it that way, I mean, fuck, this nigga's gonna be a backup. He was already gonna be a backup. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but how y'all feel about it, dog? I mean, that's a serious move. You know what I mean?
But I was actually gonna ask y'all when we first started, like, what did y'all think about it? Because I mean, I don't know too much about him, but he threw a hell of a lot of interceptions. I know that.
He threw a hell of a lot of touchdowns as well. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
You know what I mean? I feel like Sean Payton could change. You know what I'm saying? He could help that nigga. He could fix those mistakes.
I feel like
nobody else could.
Well, I feel like anything Sean Payton does it has a reasoning behind it. So I mean, I definitely feel like he know what he's doing. So I have faith in him. I mean, look what happened with Drew Brees. Drew Brees was
right. This nigga was coming off a fresh shoulder injury. Nobody wanted to fuck with him, pay him, sign him.
Now look at him,
nigga.
Yeah. To that point, that
number one in every category.
I think that influenced his decision more than anything. Like, I think for like used to be when Drew Brees was in his prime, I don't know how much y'all remember, we used to just like anything, like backup quarterback never gonna play. So I'm not about to waste no capital or money, you know, throwing it to him, trying to find a good. We used to have anybody at backup. Chase Daniel, he get in the game, maybe we had no chance. Right. So, but we didn't have to worry about that because Drew Brees never, you know, he always played. But he's getting older now. We got to think about the future now. Yeah. And
I mean, he really only has
right now. I ain't even saying this is a move just for the long term, but it's a move that possibly could be for the long term.
I mean, you got to think about it, son. This dude is young. You know,
how old
this dude's
only
actually play.
This dude's only 26. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he ain't that old. Like
okay.
So it's like, you know, this nigga made a lot of mistakes, of course, but I mean, I feel like if nobody else could fix it, it's gonna be Sean Payton, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many players this nigga done like transformed? I mean, Michael Thomas. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was I didn't even hear about Michael Thomas in college, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I look at this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Drew Brees. You know what I'm saying? Alvin Kamara. I mean, he just picks niggas up. You know what I'm saying? He just know. You know what I'm saying? He knows something we don't.
He has an eye for talent. He knows talent from the core, not from just what we see. Like he can, he can see it, and that's why when he make those picks like that, I mean, the draft wasn't exciting when it came to like our picks, but I feel like you can't go by that because as much as I don't like to say his name, Lady Brady, he's a 6-time champion. And he was what, the 199 pick?
That nigga went in the 7th round, yep.
Yeah. So I trust
7th round pick.
Jameis Winston. So how long has he been in the league? Like when was he drafted? Or when was he
2015.
Oh, 2015. Okay. So he's fairly new.
Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, if the Buccaneers never seen nothing in him, son, they wouldn't have let this nigga play for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they let this nigga play for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And they even signed his 5th player option, which they had to pay him like 20-something million. You know what I'm saying? For 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they wouldn't have did all that if they didn't see nothing in him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You ain't gonna pay a motherfucker $25 million. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy because, like, how do you pay a nigga like that? This nigga threw 30 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Like, This nigga has more interceptions than Aaron Rodgers already.
Right.
Nigga, Aaron Rodgers been in the league for like 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
16 years. Yeah. This nigga been in the league for 5 years. This nigga got more interceptions than Aaron Rodgers. Like, it be shit like that. When you look at it like stat-wise, nigga, it's,
all that, when you're looking at that as a starting quarterback, I have questions. But as a backup, I don't care about none of that. The fact that he can play. We seen it like go down. We had Teddy, a dude that can play is so valuable as your backup quarterback. You know what I mean? Like in quarterback in general, man, you know how valuable. That's why people trip off of quarterbacks and draft them so high and throw so much big money at them because it's so hard to get one. Like we've been incredibly blessed with Drew Brees. We ain't been having to worry about that shuffle. You know what I mean? And I hope we don't have to worry about it. Maybe Jameis is an opportunity. Like you say, he get to sit behind Drew. whenever Drew retired, he get to learn from Sean. If you can't make it in that situation, then he just gone. It was no chance for him. So it's kind of like, hey, it's right here. If he can't see that, it was nothing. He just send him on his way after it's done anyway, and we just try to find the next quarterback. But I just like the move because we know he can play, and we got a team trying to win Super Bowls now. You know what I mean?
So how do you think he feels about it? Like, how do you think he feels? I mean, he shouldn't feel no kind of way about it. Like, you didn't have a job, so.
Oh, I think it's obviously not what he wanted. Like 5 years from now, you're like, I'm a backup quarterback. But the options he have now, I think, even like me, he incredibly blessed, right? Not maybe. I hope he's seeing it that way. Like, if you have the viewpoint, like, but Teddy Bridgewater is an example, but Teddy is super mature. He saw, man, I got a chance right here behind Drew Brees to learn, and then once it's my turn, somebody gonna want to scoop me up because they know the game I just soaked up by Sean Payton and Drew Brees, and like, look at him, he now the starting quarterback of the Carolina Panthers. You gotta earn your lumps. Sometimes shit ain't work out like you want. You got a chance to build back up. You know what I mean? That's what stories be about. It ain't always just about the overwhelming force that just he was a beast from the beginning and just it'd be the best stories be about dudes who came from adversity. This is adversity, you know what I mean? If you can got a great chance to do it here, you know?
I agree. Especially with what Drew Brees have 2 more years?
Yeah, at the most. And if we looking at Drew Brees, you're gonna have to because we're not gonna do nothing with it, but Drew Brees I know he's an older man, but if we looking at it, he wasn't helping a lot. He's getting older, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A part of the looking to the next future. You don't want to be dragging the team down just, you know what I mean, for the based on what Drew did. But you don't want to be ungrateful. You're like, come on, Drew, we love you, but how long do you really want to play if you're not great anymore? You know what I mean?
So moving slightly off of Jameis to what you just said, so would you put Drew on the verge of not being great anymore category?
Yeah, he's not great no more. That's obvious to see. If you go look back in 2009 Drew Brees and look at it now, the most loyal Saints fan, if you're being obvious, if you're not being a homer, you know what I mean? It's not the same no more. But he's still.
I definitely understand like that.
Win the championship, and that's all that matters. We're trying to win the championship, and he's good enough still.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah.
I saw a funny thing online, and a Saints fan was coming for Drew Brees. I love my Saints fans, and it's kind of like a New Orleans mentality. It's like, son, don't come for us, even if it's one of us from within. Like, but one dude was like, man, maybe Jameis could supplant Drew Brees by next year. And they're like, come on, don't come for Drew Brees. You know what I mean? Niggas getting like do not question, but we do have to have that questioning because you ain't gonna be able to improve if everything is just rose-colored glasses and we can't see the flaws within our own people, our own players. You know what I mean?